each other when we all in sin. You talking like you better than another, but you ain't no better look within. It goes ring around the rosy, karma gets cozy, we all fall down. I see a lot of stones thrown, but the closets ain't closed, gotta put the time in. Let he who's without sin. Let he who's without sin. Let who's without sin. Let me who's without sin. You acting like you ain't been down this road. We've all been down before. Better humble yourself before your life gets told. Better humble yourself before your life gets told. Putting down each other while they pointing at our brother. Trying to break us up, so let's just lean to one another. Ain't no giving up, so pass the cup and make it up. Times, yeah, they get rough, I got your back, it ain't no trouble. It goes ring around the rosy, karma gets cozy, we all fall down. I see a lot of stones thrown, but they closets ain't closed, gotta put some time in. Let he who's without sin. 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 Let he who's without sin.
Family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family. We might have the same last name, but that don't make you my family. I got some people with the same blood, and I know that they can't stand me. I got some people I call that ain't kin, that's gonna pull up and handle it. They take care of that business like family. We come from them trenches like family. They talking, you listen, that's family. They don't tell your business, that's family. They calling your phone, coming looking for you. They say that you missing, that's family. They don't need permission, that's family. When you hurt, they can feel it, that's family. Let them come while you're cheering, that's family. Let them come when you living, that's family. Family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family. Hey, ain't nobody fighting around here. Ain't nobody shooting around here. Everybody that's around here, family. All love, no hate, be clear. No shade, all love, be real. You love them, you should know how it feel. Tired of all these badass kids. Tired of paying all these bills. Family going through the same thing, so they know exactly how you feel. They supply a shoulder I can cry. I provide a place where they can heal. Leave my money out, they don't steal. Let them have it if it's for a bill. Soldier for me when they in the field. Only way I live. Family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family. We might have the same last name, but that don't make you my family. I got some people with the same blood, and I know that they can't stand me. I got some people I call that ain't kin, that's gon' pull up and handle it. They take care of that business like family. We come from them trenches like family. Family all around me.
I'm tired. I've been on this plantation all my life. I've been enslaved all my life. I'm tired of being pushed and pulled. I'm tired of the master doing his bidding. I want to leave.
You're doing this to yourself, Pat.
You know why we're not afraid? What? He's great in Turban. Turban's destruction. Y'all think it come back in all peace? You got another thing coming. So we out here fighting for our brother. We ain't marching saying, yes, we can. No justice, no peace. Look out! Fight for your sons and your daughters.
I'm not wrapped too tight. Got 400 years on my back. I'm angry dog. I'm black like that. Won't contact with you whites. And all the niggas I stand here with, they share my same sentiment. I'm fucked up tonight. Won't kill my brothers no more. Want all the smoke. Motherfucker popo. This is my battle cry. Isaiah 14:21, that ancient version of that gun that they stole our name, they stole our shit. We real Judites, motherfucker Jewish. We lords, generals, arm your soldiers. We fight tonight like we supposed to. They inherited lies. I'm referring to all whites. I'm referring to riches, white privilege, given through genocide. And they gotta pay for that. God say Jacob gon' take it back. I cry aloud, I spare not. This good bread, my sharecrop. This lily grew through concrete. We march to our own drum beat. We the chosen. No inclination to kick it with y'all. Raise Babylon to the ground, then watch it fall. Obadiah said you'll be wiped up for theft. These are just words, worry about what come next. It's for Negroes, Latinos, we better than all, not equal. My natives no red dot that feather. Me primo be smooth like that leather. Until it's time to bring the war dogs out, put the headdress on. War paint and I'm not wrapped too tight. Got 400 years on my back. I'm angry dog, I'm black like that. Won't contact with you whites. And all the niggas I stand here with, they share my same sentiment. I'm fucked up tonight. Won't kill my brothers no more. Want all the smoke, motherfucker popo. This is my battle cry. I got the spirit of grandfathers past. Front porch sitters, Nat Turner dangerous. A real life illustration of angry and that painting. Of Malcolm staring out the window with patience. One hand on the curtain, right hand on the AK spits. 47 rounds, all to bring down Satan. Same way Abel was killed by Cain. This will be an introduction from the fuck shit into the fire. Probably join the list of artists who died before they retired. Most High said I'm hired. Sire will never spit a line aimed at my kind, less meant to uplift. Toughness will be redefined in my rhymes. A squad of men with the spirit of God, with an affinity to point their weapons not at the brethren but at the enemy. Khaki colored kids, baptized in the flames of combat fashioned. In the trap we escaped, our fate was to be great and noble. Moses reincarnate, so be hopeful and know I bring word from A and O to Pharaoh and white folk, let my people go, cause
right. Shalom, Israel. Most High bless. Thank God for tuning in to FOPE Civil War for our people's edification. Welcome back to the show, family. We got a nice show lined up tonight. I'm still under the weather, so I might be coughing here and there, family. Shalom to everybody in the chat. Shalom to all the mods. Most High bless all of y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. I appreciate everybody. As always, us here at FOPE, for our people's edification, CUC family. Shalom to all the brothers and the sisters in the chat. Also, family, I would like to let y'all know Star Lima would like to tell everybody thank you who supported them and donated to them for our dear beloved brother Matt that transitioned to the spirit world, that's wrestling with the fathers. And they appreciate everybody, and they appreciate everybody's thoughts and prayers. And if we could continue to lift our sisters up and pray for them as they go through this tough time, that's much appreciated. So those of y'all can reach out to Star Lima if y'all would like. I have a phone number for some of y'all if y'all want to contact the sister, and give you condolences. But she want me to let all of y'all know in the chat she appreciate everybody that donated and everybody who gave more support to her and her family at the time. So yes. And Debar, go ahead.
Hey, shalom. Most High bless everybody. I want to say all praises to Yahawashi. Big shout out to the big bro, Sharshem, Elder Qanath. Shout out to the chat. My condolences also to Star and Lima, condolences to y'all sisters. And yeah, we got a good one. There's a lot to discuss. I'm not gonna jump in. I'm not gonna jump the gun, but we should be asking a lot of questions right now. So with that, I'm gonna give it back to you, King.
Yeah, definitely. I'm really under the weather, family. A lot of people I know is under the weather right now, and I just find it strange that majority of the people, before I even heard about any of this shit going on, was having issues, breathing, respiratory issues. And to me, I don't believe that this has been caused by a damn wildfire. For me, because when this started for me, I was feeling like when I had my respiratory infection in my chest, and it's still so bad right now. I'm taking Mucinex, and I'm coughing up phlegm and everything like it's the wintertime, and I'm like, this don't make sense. This ain't no summer cold. This some other shit. Like everybody who I've been seeing and around has got a serious cough. My friends, even Lima and Star, they in New York, and they sounding just like me, real bad, or something going on with the respiratory. I don't think no wildfire is causing this kind of problem like that. To be causing respiratory issues in the summertime, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. It doesn't make sense. So for me, I'm gonna tell y'all, I think it's some other stuff going on that ain't being mentioned right now, and that's hitting the airwaves. That's moving down the East Coast and other parts of South Carolina, North Carolina, DC, fogging up the clouds and smoking everywhere and causing people to lose breath and wearing masks again and coughing up phlegm like this is crazy. Like this has been weighing on my body for a minute. I've been like, this thing been beating my ass, and I've been fighting it. And I also realized that when I had my respiratory infection, I was waking up out to sleep, going to the bathroom, coughing all this stuff up. The same thing is happening to me again. And that's when I had a respiratory infection. And I noticed maybe this happened because I was running my fans, and for days I had my windows open. And me not knowing this stuff is in the air, been coming in my house. My daughters is having the same issues. Even my wife, she was like, I don't know what it is, but do it seem hotter? Or, you know what I'm saying? Like our house wasn't cooling right.
Yep.
And it just been crazy. And I'm telling y'all, this ain't got nothing to do with no goddamn wildfire. I believe this is something else. Maybe it could be radiation fallout, possibly nuclear.
Yeah.
But yeah. I'm telling y'all, family, I think this may cause another pandemic.
Yep.
It may cause them to force to shut stuff down right around the time. Now we know that they're bringing out Fed now, and It might give them a reason to do things, and depends on if more people get sick and this shit get worse. You will see, but we don't. I'm telling y'all, and I'm warning y'all, don't get caught in a bunch and don't be late. Make sure you out there get everything you need early before it's too late. Before people start going crazy, because y'all know how it is, and people is wearing masks again. And I'm gonna be honest, I recommend y'all wear masks because this shit is getting in our systems, and it's been kicking my ass. You know, I don't even sound like my stuff. I've been blowing my nose all day, every day for the past 5 days. Like, it's the winter time, and I got snot and everything oozing out. And I've been drinking tea, King Judah, and all that type of stuff. And I've been even taking halls, like it's the winter time. Me and my daughter's trying to clear our system up. It's beating on us. But go ahead, DeBar.
Hey, King, I want to say, number one, Maryland, you in the spirit. And I think people, let's make some recommendations real quick to protect your family, to protect your house. Elderberry juice is phenomenal, right? You should also get what they call a nebulizer and get colloidal silver. I got some colloidal silver today. And what I'm doing with my family in particular is we all just had some elderberry, and then we nebulize for 30 minutes every single day. And what the colloidal silver does, it's like these nano, don't get scared with this now, these nano small particles, not to be confused with nanotechnology, these nano small particles of silver, and it heals your lungs, right? And why say these things, right? Because in a nuclear, because I don't think this is a wildfire. We've seen it in California. Matter of fact, black seed oil too. Yep. Somebody said Alex Jones special. Absolutely. Yes. Get these things while you can, because the minute they let the masses know that, oh, guys, by the way, this is nuclear fallout, and we think, and this is just my thoughts on it. I'm not saying I'm correct, so please take this with a grain of salt, right? Don't. This is not the gospel at all. But my thoughts is that the wildfires were started by a terrorist group that maybe it was the Chinese government, maybe it was the Russian government, and they'll blame the fires on them, and then they'll say, "Oh, it was wildfires," but you know what? Actually, it was a nuclear payload, because a wildfire. And I want Elder Don P to jump on this joint. Elder Don P would tell you, when the wildfires happened in California, family, they did not go across country, and they did not go across 13 states. Well, I think it's now 15, almost 20 states, right? We never seen nothing like this. So, and then it's like a haze. It's like an orange haze, and then it won't go away. It's like this. I couldn't even hardly see the sun, and I'm in the DMV area. This stuff is real thick around the U.S. Canada border. Really, like in New York City, you really see it. But it came from Nova Scotia, right? So if it's a forest fire, that smoke is supposed to dissipate. It's not supposed to go across 13 to 20 states. I mean, that right there don't make no sense.
And that's what I was saying, for the shit that hang around like fucking fog for days. And it's fucking with your breathing, and it's fucking with your throat. And my homegirl, we was talking today, and she was like, yeah, I woke up, and she was like, my allergies and everything is bothering now, but my throat is being disrupted. And I said, exactly. I can't breathe at night, family. I'm sleeping. I'm waiting. Most highs waking me up out my sleep, choking me and blowing my nose, and I'm putting halls in my throat so it can open up my airwaves so I can breathe. Just so I can breathe. And I'm like, this shit is something else, because that's what I had the same issues when I had a respiratory infection. And I'm not the only one saying this. Everybody's saying the same thing. They waking up in the middle of the night, choking, coughing, phlegming, and can't breathe.
Absolutely. I want to say shout out to sis positive reinforcement. Yeah, I think that is true as well. They may be blocking vitamin D, because that's critical to us. And unfortunately, most of our people don't get enough sunshine because we're too busy working, and we're working in buildings, right? So that could have a part to play in it as well. But what's really a failure today is This went across not only countries, but multiple states. We hear nothing from sloppy Joe Biden. I'm not even going to call him sleepy. Sloppy Joe Biden didn't say nothing about this. There should be a national discussion on how do we should be measuring the sky right now, right? Measuring the sky and seeing what kind of particles are in the sky so that we can see if this stuff is safe. Now, I will say this. They've been put, like my kids who went to school, they didn't even go outside. So it's not even safe for children to go outside, y'all. So it's more to this story than what they're telling you.
And
I think in the very few days or so, maybe within a week, they're going to tell us, I don't know if it really was the wildfires. It seems like it was a terrorist group because the borders are wide open, y'all. All right. So I think they're going to say something like it was a terrorist group and maybe China and Russia has something to do with it. At some point, they're going to let us know that we got fallout over us.
And the bar and mixing that with chemtrails make it even worse.
Yeah. Yep.
So family, we want y'all. Hold on, let me pull up that picture. I'm gonna get that picture, that stuff that you told me.
Yeah, potassium iodine. Get the colloidal
opportunity. I just ordered me a couple bottles for my house.
Yep.
Because I'm being honest with y'all, I feel like shit. And I've been fighting this thing, talking to my friends, and they be like, "What's wrong with you? How you get sick?" And then now everybody be like, "Yeah, man, we don't know what's going on." Yeah, I don't know. This shit came out of nowhere. I've been fine. My hands been clean. I haven't did anything, and I just didn't understand why was I feeling bad like this. And I said, "Yo, something ain't right." I said, and then my daughter had the same thing, and then my oldest daughter started acting the same way, and I'm like, "Nah, something going on."
It is.
This shit to me is not normal. I don't like you just get sick like this. Like I don't really get sick like that. So, when I get sick, I'm sick. But this shit is just lingering too long, and I'm not getting better. And this time I'm taking all types of shit, and it still ain't working. That's why I'm like, hold the fuck up,
Yeah, I was talking to a few people in New York, right? New York City. And man, some brothers that work out in the field, there you go. Beautiful. There we go. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Potassium iodide. Just like that. Hurry up and grab those, family, because what's going to happen is there's going to be a surge to get those, number one. And then number two, some of the people who are greedy on Amazon, they're going to do price gouging.
Yep.
Right now, I think it's like under $20, maybe $20-$30 at max. You can get a bunch of them. But at some point, when they let us know that this is not just wildfires, that this is actually something more, because wildfires could maybe go across the ocean and then it gets blown away. This is not a normal wildfire. We've been seeing wildfires, y'all, in California forever.
And when did they ever blow? The shit ever blow to the east coast? They didn't burn for days, weeks. They was fighting wildfire. You never had thick things of fog in the air that's causing respiratory issues, even goddamn smoke. So to me, this shit is like a fog. This shit ain't smoke. This shit is like a goddamn fog just hanging around.
And remember, they just said that the COVID pandemic was over, right? So there's no longer a national emergency, okay? That's what the Biden administration said. Well, once they find out, family, that this is actually much more worse than what we think it is, what they going to do? Declare another national emergency. So we're going to be back into this lockdown scenario. They may not rush to do it. They're going to let a few people get sick. The hospital's going to get filled up. You get what I'm saying? Okay, hold on. We got this factoid out here. Hold on. What does this say?
It says, this question had me thinking about the casino. I mean, I think that's what they say. Casino that invaded the airspace, and they sent 5 F-16s to look into it. 2 of them were permitted to forward, and there was a sonic boom.
Yes.
I don't know when that happened.
Yeah. They had a few. Matter of fact, let me tell y'all, there was a few sonic booms that happened. one in the airspace in Bowie. There's a Air Force base over there, and there was some sonic booms that we got an alert on, and there have been sonic booms going around the country. So I do think something is up, y'all. I mean, this is not normal. You could be like when you go to like a campfire, right? And you burn a big campfire, you have some logs you burn. They don't stay in those fumes that you burnt from the wood and all that stuff. They don't stay in the sky that long, and they definitely don't go across 13 different states, man. So this ain't no natural forest fire. And it was like, oh yeah, it's a big forest, but it still don't make sense because California had the same thing going on, and it might have went to like Nevada one time, but it ain't go across the whole freaking Midwest. There we go. This is a good one right here. This is like radiation. This look like what they call nuclear fallout, y'all. So yeah, go ahead, King.
Oh, look. Oh, look. That's fire. Whoa. Whoa, I need to go. Yeah, go. Can't see anything. Whoa. Haul ass, bro. Just haul ass. Hadi. Go. You're gonna be okay, don't worry. Put this down. You want me to drive? I can drive. Oh. You're okay. Okay, no. It's okay. Right. Well.
Now, I want to comment on that real quick, King. Now, clearly we see fire. Some of that stuff look like napalm, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we know that fire has a blacker kind of smoke, right? It's like a grayish black, right? Forest fires in particular, they have a grayish black fire. That whole sky was orange, red. And typically, like when we do, if y'all look at a hydrogen bomb test, when that hydrogen bomb blows up, it literally has like a orangish kind of
millions of you are watching tonight indoors and trying to escape.
Go ahead, my bad.
No, you good, King. You good, King. I just want to say real quick.
I was trying to prepare the next video, but go ahead.
No, you good, King. You good, King. No, it's all good. But when you see a regular forest fire, it starts out black with the smoke first. But to see a whole red firestorm like that, I think they were setting stuff on fire as a cover. But that looked like a straight up nuke. That looked like a nuke that went off, or if it was like a suitcase nuke that they let the fumes like get real big, and then they put the fire around it to camouflage the nuke being blown up or something being exploded or detonated. Because and we know this because why is that stuff in the air, y'all? Like I when I drive and I'm going to work or whatever case may be, the sky is foggy.
Yes. In the morning,
is crazy.
And you can see it in the morning when the sun's starting to set.
Yep.
And when I came out, took my kids to school, and I'm looking out front, like, what I'm looking, and I'm like, what the fuck? And I'm sniffing. I'm like, why is the air smelling like this? And why is this shit looking like this? And it's like, you would think it's a foggy day, but it's not fog. And it's like, this shit is something else. And then it's causing you to cough. It's waking you up out your sleep. I'm like, this shit is doing something to your system. It ain't smoke.
It ain't.
Smoke burn your eyes too, family. You got to remember.
That's true.
Smoke cause your eyes to burn. This shit ain't burning my eyes.
That's right. Look, my throat, man. My throat feel like I'm about to have a sore throat. Like, because you know, like, you know how, like, I ain't even been coughing like that, y'all. I might have coughed today like 3 times max, and it was really like clearing my throat. But when I like feel my throat a little bit, it's like it's a little sore. You know what I'm saying? I've been drinking nothing but water. That's why I got the elderberry and all this other stuff, man, because we don't know what the hell they're doing. And this government is wicked. They're not going to tell us until it's too late or until things get bad. And remember, this is the key thing. They said the COVID emergency was over. Hey, King Judah, you in the spirit, brother. Depopulation is for real, y'all. They said they want to get it down to, remember the Georgia Guidestones, 500 million people. We are on the precipice of reaching 9 billion right now.
King Judah, check your email out when you get a chance. Go ahead, Duval.
No, you in the spirit, King, and so this depopulation thing is very real. We got 9 billion people on the planet. A third of 9 billion is 3 billion. They had said that nuclear warfare is going to take care of them. And the other, we'll say 7 billion is going to probably, with this vaccine stuff and this, climate change stuff that they got going on. So at the end of the day, I'm telling y'all, just keep an eye on the news, but stock up on the goods. Get your elderberry, get your colloidal silver, get your nebulizer, get your potassium iodine. If you can get the iodine drops, those are good too. But get everything you need, because once the stampede, or once the herd, right, the blind people, the sheeple, once they realize, oh shit, this is a real thing, you won't be able to buy the things you need, family. So get it while you can right now. But I think a nuke was detonated. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say this last thing. They did a nuclear bomb test in France, and the whole sky was orange, like a nuke went off. I mean, it did. It went off in the Sahara Desert, and then it went all the way to Algeria, and it was total orange sky. I mean, it looked crazy. So anyhow, that's just my little take on it, y'all.
I want everybody to understand we're not on here trying to scare nobody. That's not our position.
Nope.
We're here stating our opinion and what we believe that could be a fact. And all we want y'all to do is protect yourself, family. We're a family here. This ain't trying to put no fear monger in nobody. We just saying, take a step back and see what's going on. I've been talking to King Judah all week. He been having the same respiratory issues that I've been having. And I was like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just find it weird, before me and DeBar even talked about this, that everybody is sick. Me and Lima, same situation. Why is everybody sick? Why is everybody coughing up phlegm and having problems in their chest? Like, this is something different. I'm sorry. And if people can't see that, then I don't know what to tell you. But the Most High said, look at the signs and times. And he giving signs and wonder. I see a goddamn sign right now, because you saying this shit happened. This ain't no shit made up where people like, hey, I'm seeing people sick from this stuff and been sick. And it's summer, not winter. It don't make sense. That's all I'm saying, family. But we got a couple more videos. Go to the bar if you want to say something else.
The COVID-19 national emergency was ended May 11th, right? So I think like in 3 more days, we might hear something from Sloppy Joe. Sloppy Joe might say something, you know what I'm saying? So I think the intention was, because remember, these world leaders, they had met in Geneva. I think just recently they just met. The Bilderberg group had met somewhere, okay? And remember now, they just ended the COVID-19. So these governments want this power, right? Governments are all about taking power from the people. So now with this stuff happening, they needed to get, just like, remember when the COVID-19 thing was first the thing, and they were like, oh yeah, everybody's getting sick. And then it was like, oh, it's 100 people in one state. It's 1,000 in this one. And then they start building a narrative, right? All of this is just the same thing happening, but different context, right? So I think what's going to happen is, remember, the news is talking about this every day. So watch the media. The media be letting you know about stuff. Okay. So now the media is telling you, oh yeah, they're going to continue to monitor the situation. I was listening to one of the leaders in New York City, and he was saying,
I'm
yeah,
about to play something like that. I'm
you
about to play
that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I'm about to play something like that. So
yeah,
we'll watch it and see what they talking about here.
This toxic air outside. In fact, 115 million Americans across 16 states tonight under hazardous air warnings and alerts. All of this from the Canadian wildfires. This system locked in place, bringing toxic smoke down into the U.S. like a conveyor belt. Tonight here in New York City, the mayor now urging everyone in the city to stay inside if you can. The images are just stunning, the before and after. This is the before, the EarthCam webcam at the top of the Empire State Building, looking toward Brooklyn just 3 days ago. And this is the view tonight. The city's air quality today, the index that measures this, the worst in the world now. Limited visibility affecting flights into New York. This plane landing at LaGuardia today. Ground stops for a time at all airports in the New York area, Philadelphia, Washington, D.C. too. New York's famous landmarks, nearly invisible through the haze. Look at this tonight. You can barely see the Statue of Liberty there. The Chrysler Building with the orange sky behind it. Outside Grand Central Station, a man wearing a mask to protect against the toxic air. In fact, so many now wearing masks again. Yankee Stadium is empty tonight. Major League Baseball has postponed games in New York and Philadelphia. And look at the map tonight. Over the next 24 hours, the smoke will continue to drift slowly down through the Northeast, the I-95 corridor, for days. The deepest red's there, the most concerning. The red area is considered unhealthy. The darkest purple.
The bar, is this smoke or is it fog? Because eventually smoke evaporates in the air and goes away. So how the fuck is smoke drifting for fucking days?
Exactly. And King, let me throw this at you. Look at how, remember when COVID-19 first happened, certain games stopped being played. So now they talk about the, the baseball being affected. That now this guy got to wear his mask. Then they saying stay inside. It's the same program, y'all. It's just being repackaged for this. Now you can stay inside. Then they're going to tell you in a few days, man, it's so bad. You know what? We got to make sure everybody just got to stay home. They're grounding flights. Remember when the COVID-19 first happened, there was discussion on would flights would domestic flights be stopped. Some of the domestic flights were stopped. The international kept going. So what I'm trying to tell y'all, this is a program, family. And like the brother said, King Sharsham, he said smoke dissipates. This is not smoke. If we got fog in 13, I think they said 16 there, but I read on the article, they said 20 different states. It's fog in the air. This ain't normal, y'all. That's all I'm gonna say on that.
Right, and that's what I'm saying. Smoke disappear, family. How the fuck smoke drift for days? And I know if it keeps going, it's supposed to evaporate eventually in the air, like how when somebody smoke a cigarette and hang around when you outside, not like somewhere indoors where you got smoke and it'll linger around in the area for a while and it eventually go away. But outside in the atmosphere, it don't make sense for smoke just to travel across the land. It's just going like a fucking car. Here we go. We're flying over here now, the bar. We're passing New Jersey.
Yep.
Now we're in Baltimore and DC and Virginia. What the fuck is this shit?
Yeah. Think about this, right? When you go to a state park and you burn the logs, right? You burn the logs at the state park, like a forest fire, right? If that log would burn into the next city over, or whatever the case may be, would they allow you to burn logs at campgrounds and stuff like that? No, they wouldn't do that. Okay. Exactly. But so we know this is something different. I don't care what the news tell you. They're giving you half the truth, if any at all. Okay. But they are showing you through the coverage how they're starting to train people to get back into the home. There's going to be this whole thing. And before you know it, people remember, I think there was a guy that it wasn't classified, but he got information that they were shipping all this stuff to what they call FEMA Region 3. I'm gonna see if I can find that. All this shipping supplies went to FEMA Region 3. Now, FEMA Region 3 is DC, Maryland, Virginia, Delaware, and I think there's one more. I think it might be like Pennsylvania might be included in that. But they were shipping all this supplies over there for a reason. And everybody was trying to figure out, well, what's the reason why they're going to ship all this supplies here? It might be because of this, okay? They might have shipped all this stuff so that when all this stuff start to happen, people getting sick, and we don't know what the heck is going on, they'll be able to take care of people. And I'll say this last thing real quick. The hospitals, when people start getting sick, you're going to hear the hospitals are overbooked. Nobody could get in the hospital. It's going to be one of those things. We're going to be back here again, y'all. So I just wanted to throw that out there too, King.
Do this now, family. Stock up on meds. There ain't no excuse. And even if you get something and you don't need it right away, you'll always have it for later. Medicine lasts for, especially over-the-counter drugs, for a year or two after. You can still take it. Oracle, I'm gonna play the Sonic Boom video too, Queen. I got it. But we're just telling y'all, family, just to prepare yourself. That's all. Don't take no chances. $30 on some medicines ain't gonna hurt your pockets. Trust me. So it's better to have it than not to have it. And something happened, and then they out there again acting crazy with the pandemic. And you know that's the first thing they're gonna go. They're gonna strip the medicine aisles. You don't want to be ones out there looking like well, I don't have this for this, and you suffering. That's why the Most High is warning y'all now. He said he send the prophets out there to warn the people. I ain't saying I'm a prophet. I'm just telling y'all there's some shit going on. You can clearly see it. Everybody whiffing and coughing. People with respiratory systems is acting up. That's normally fine. Why the hell is it happening? We saying the same patterns over and over again. We just saying be ahead of the game, family. That's all we telling y'all. No,
Con. And like the brother said, man, you know, this is not fear. This is a warning, right? Because we don't want to see our people perish. We don't want to see our people suffer. We're suffering enough already in America. We don't want more drama, more trouble, more affliction. So we just trying to put our people in a position where you're not going to be like the masses out here fighting over supplies in a grocery store. And now you become a TikTok video where people looking at people get beat up in a Walmart or something like that, right? We don't want that for our people. So do what you can comfortably. Always be a calm individual. You know, don't panic. It's not that. The Most High got us. You know what I'm saying? We're going to be all right. But make sure you get the, you know, and I like what this sister is saying here. And I'll throw this one thing.
Can you email me the information? Is at the bottom of it. Says FOPE News Network. Sis, appreciate you. Email. Go ahead, Deval.
Con. Make sure you get the humidifier. Get an air purifier. Now I'm gonna throw this at y'all because I was talking to Uncle Don P. You know what? I got the government issued ones. They're called Molecule, and it's spelled MOLEKULE. Go hit it up in Amazon and you'll see it. Now these get rid of so many contaminants. It's crazy. They're like the best of the best air purifiers. Now, but you know, do what you can in your budget that's comfortable, right? But get an air purifier because indoor air is going to be more cleaner than outdoor air. Okay. And at some point, we might even be looking at, you know, these little masks that they got on, the K95 and the N95s, those are for painting. Those are not for like, you know, so I'm looking at, you know, gas masks. We actually have some, but the little stuff that they got, the little K95 and N95, that stuff is for like painting and asbestos when you're doing like some working on old buildings and stuff like that. That stuff is not for like what we got outside going across 16 to 20 different states. Okay. So, they playing games, you know, with us on that. You know, these little masks ain't gonna do nothing for this radiation, this nuclear fallout that we seen out there. But that's all.
And maroon there on the map labeled hazardous. That's of the highest concern tonight. This evening, the White House pressed on this situation, calling this another alarming example of the climate crisis. Rob Marciano timing this out. When does the system locked in place finally shift? And ABC's Trevor Ault leading us off here from New York.
Tonight, New York City's skyline looking a lot like Mars as that massive, ominous plume of wildfire smoke pours over the border. Millions of Americans are feeling its effects. From New York City to Philadelphia and D.C. and as far south as North Carolina and Georgia, officials now warning families to stay indoors even if they're healthy.
Everybody, I don't care if you're 15, 55, or 85, everybody should be avoiding outdoor activities.
The images are stunning. The sun shrouded as it rose above Manhattan this morning.
And y'all notice too, it was a blood moon. And that's another sign. Always watch out for blood moons. When a blood moon happened, the Most High is showing y'all something. He's telling the people something when you say a blood moon.
Tuesday's Yankees game, stadium lights illuminating the thick haze. Late today, officials postponing tonight's games in New York and Philadelphia. This time-lapse from EarthCam showing conditions growing even worse through the day, lower Manhattan blanketed in orange. New York City now registering the worst air quality of any major city in the world. The Air Quality Index, which is scaled from 1 to 500, with above 150 deemed unhealthy. This afternoon, New York City topped 400. By comparison, today, Delhi, India was around 160. Shanghai, China was around 125. The hazardous air here extending upstate to cities like Syracuse. So many once again donning the same masks they've worn through the pandemic.
This could kill us. This could literally kill us.
These are very, very fine bits of matter that can get inhaled very deep into your lung tissue.
New York's governor calling this an emergency crisis. New York City's mayor urging the entire city to stay indoors.
This is not the day to train for a marathon or to do an outside event with your children.
The effects of breathing in the smoke's toxic particulates continuously are comparable to smoking up to a half a pack of cigarettes or more. And emergency rooms worried about the cumulative impact from days of dangerous air are now preparing for potential patients.
The more exposure folks have, the more likely it is that they'll be sick.
The low visibility even delaying flights in and out of New York City area airports. At one point, the average flight to LaGuardia delayed nearly 2 hours. More than 6 million acres have already burned in what's shaping up to be Canada's worst fire season on record. The White House today pressed on the situation.
It is yet another alarming example of the ways in which the climate crisis is disturbing our lives and our communities.
And with hundreds of fires still burning out of control, that smoke will just keep coming.
And David, we just heard from New York City's mayor just moments ago. He reiterated the importance of trying to stay indoors and said if you have to go out, it's a good idea to have a mask. And we mentioned that air quality index, the 1 to 500 scale. Well, the mayor revealed this afternoon, New York City topped out at 484. David?
Well, that's just incredible. Trevor and the team, come on back inside. Thank you for that, Trevor. Let's get right to senior meteorologist Rob Marciano, of course, timing this out for us. And Rob, this system appears to be stuck in place here for days.
Yeah, that's the problem, David. I mean, these are difficult to predict as it is. We typically need a big system to clear things out, and we're just not getting it. So we still have these alerts that are up for 16 states. There you see it. These are issued daily, so they'll probably be re-upped tomorrow. And here's that blocking pattern you mentioned, the omega block, that H you see in the flow around. It looks like the Greek letter omega. That one is a tough one to break down, and we've had it for days. We're going to have it for a couple more days, and the flow around the front side of that brings that smoke down from Canada. So this is our smoke simulation, and the red dots, that's the actual ground measurements of unhealthy, very unhealthy, or hazardous air in places like Hartford, New York City, Scranton, Syracuse, and back through Philly, and probably D.C. tomorrow. You see the flow kind of brings things down I-95 tomorrow in the morning. Our nation's capital could be shrouded. And then the backside of this continues to bring things down on Friday for places like Pittsburgh.
Now, you have to be alarmed, family. When he said the nation capital, if there's something going wrong in the nation capital, they're going to declare it a state of emergency off top. And period. Because that's where the presidents stay. So they have to do that because it's in D.C. And now you got to ask yourself, this is from today. What they saying tomorrow is already in Baltimore, and I'm pretty sure it's in D.C. But it's not bad as New York, but the air quality, you can see the fog. So and you can smell it, and they shut stuff down at the hospital at my job today, so they can block the air pathways and certain doors. They shut certain parts of my job down in the hospital because of the bad air. So imagine if this gets worse in DC, they're going to declare the national emergency. So believe me, get your stuff that you need now, order it off Amazon while they can still deliver the shit to you, and get what you need, or some of that stuff we said. That way you can have it in your system. Because I think the long-term effects is going to be the worst part about
Yes.
this.
Yes.
So that's what I'm worried about.
And King, you in the spirit, brother. And let me just say this real quick. Now, they said the particulate matter in the air can cause damage. That is true. But if you use colloidal silver and what they call food grade hydrogen peroxide, small amounts of that though, okay? And you put that in a nebulizer, you can reverse the damage, okay? So all your body is a self-healing creation. It can heal itself. So you just got to know how to heal it. So we're right now, our lungs are being attacked. When we talk about respiratory infections, we're talking about your lungs, right? Your throat, your nasal passages. Okay. All of that can be healed with colloidal silver, with elderberry, and then with the what's the other one? Hydrogen, what they call food grade hydrogen peroxide. So those three things right there, along with just eating healthy, like an alkaline diet, make sure you're not eating things that cause mucus, because it's going to just block you up and mess you up. So again, the lady was right when she said these particulate matters are going to kill you. That's true. But they can also, all of that stuff could be reversed as well. So I just wanted to throw that at y'all real quick.
And say Dayton, Ohio. So a lot of this smoke in spots, David, at least, will be with us through the weekend.
All this is fascinating and alarming, Rob. In the meantime, I want to go back to the actual fires in Canada driving all of this. And there isn't even a drought in Canada where these fires are already burning, which, of course, is even more concerning that we're dealing with this so early in the season, not even with a drought.
Yeah, well, I mean, we've had some heat the past couple of weeks, and obviously this early in the spring, we've got some fuel, so that hasn't helped much. And certainly climate change with the extra warmth, you can certainly link wildfires being amplified by that. There's also some studies that claim that these blocking patterns are exacerbated by climate change as well. What we also know for fact is that 50% of the people in Canada, 50% of the fires in Canada are started by people. That number is even higher here in the States. So that is a very bad combination for a huge chunk of North America.
Yeah,
David,
we all have to be extremely careful in these times. Rob Marciano, thank you for that tonight.
All right, now y'all see this is the media building the narrative. The narrative is being built because they're getting ready to drop something heavy on us. Okay, and we pray for our brothers and sisters in New York City, because New York City is saying it's the worst of any other city in the world. So we don't even know what the hell is going on over there, y'all.
Exactly, family. And thank everybody for tuning in. Please, family, if it would be great if y'all could like the video, share the channel. Thank y'all. We got over 100 viewers from both pages watching now, and I appreciate all the love and support. And yeah, family, we really need to watch what's going on and take heed, because this stuff is starting to get serious. And like I said, I tell everybody, look, watch out for the prophecies. I ain't put no time and no dates on them. Just look for the prophecies and watch what you see what's going on with your eyes, and then you'll know what's really happening. But go ahead, DeBar.
Con, yeah, man. I just want to say again, let me just, I can't stress this enough, family. Again, this is love here, right? We talking to y'all out of love. We love our people, okay? If you don't make it, we can't make it. You get what I'm saying? So we all got to thrive out here. But this is an attack on us, okay? So check out the Amazon. Check out the nebulizer. Check out potassium iodine. Check out food grade hydrogen peroxide. Like the brother said, not the brown bottle. Food grade hydrogen peroxide. Check out colloidal silver, okay? Get those things while you can get them. And try to put more vegetables. Try to put less meats. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying to ban those. You just do a small amount. and make sure you get elderberry while you can. When the pandemic first hit, I remember in when it first went down, and everybody was trying to get elderberry. Elderberry was out of stock for months, and I happened to come across a farmer's market that had it in stock. So it's that time, y'all. Now here's the thing: as things continue to worsen and people get sick, crime is going to go out of here ridiculous.
Yep.
So for you brothers, okay, you brothers, we in wartime mode. Get some body armor. Get your guns ready. Okay. I'm not saying be offensive. I'm saying be in that war spirit. That's the season that the Lord has us in. Okay. And if it becomes between my family and some dude trying to intrude, oh, trust me, he came to the wrong house here. Okay. Because I don't have no problem taking care of my family. You see what I'm saying? On a violent level. I have no problem with that. But I'm just telling you, brothers, get ready, get in wartime, because we don't know how things are going to go. And if the police and everybody is at their house because nobody could come out, and you know the criminals, they going to run them streets, okay? Because they need things too. Everybody needs, okay? So at the end of the day, just understand what time we're in, because again, they're going to lead us into all kinds of evil, y'all. Okay, so you got to be built up.
They got to remember this too, DeBar. Most High tell y'all, when a person hungry, they capable and liable to do anything.
Anything, yeah.
When a person loved one is sick and they need something, and they would do anything to try to, especially a child or anybody, they're capable of doing anything. They would do things that they thought they would never do. Trust me.
Right. That's right. So we giving y'all a warning. So again, you brothers, I pray that you brothers listening, y'all have ways to protect yourselves. Brothers should, Luke 22:36. I don't need to read it, but you brothers need to have your sword ready. Okay, get some body armor too. Okay, because people shoot back. So again, this is not to scare you, but we're in wartime now. Okay, and we don't know what's going to happen. But I'm gonna let this video play, King, and I'm gonna give it back to you.
And I'm gonna tell y'all something that I did. I had brought me a vest, like a military standard vest that hold clips and everything in it. And I started building that. And I got clips here, stuff in here, knife here, pepper spray in here, all types of war gadgets. I had brought it off of I think Amazon. I forgot how much it costs. But I'm just saying, all you brothers out there, all of y'all should be having a vest. It's not even a body armor vest, but just a vest to go on top for your weaponry. In case you get approached, somebody trying to come to your house, or you got to fight, you got everything you need right on your utility belt and your vest. Every man should have a utility belt and a vest, period. You need a utility belt and you need a vest with your weaponry on it, because like I said, and I'm going to keep telling y'all, I've been telling y'all this for years, and I'm telling y'all that, period. What are you going to do when these militias approach you and these dudes out there and they heavily armed? Trust me. And you in there with your wife and your kids. A gun just ain't going to do nothing. You need to have a utility belt with a knife, pepper spray, or any type of weaponry for you to fight, and stuff available on hand if 5 or 6 people walking up to your house with tactical gear on. You need to have tactical stuff for yourself. And if you got tactical stuff on, the first thing they're going to think is, well, we know this guy is a shooter and he's going to fight it out. If they see somebody without tactical stuff on, they're going to look at you as definitely easy prey. Even if you don't know how to shoot and do certain things, as long as you got tech gear on, the first thing they're going to do is, this guy's a prepper and he's a survivor and he's going to kill for his. When they see somebody that don't have tech gear on, they're going to look at them as easy prey. Why? Because they're going to say this person ain't prepared and he's not a fighter. That's anybody who's into military or fighting. Always remember that. When you see somebody with tech gear on, that's going to let them know that this person is a survivor or trying to be a survivalist. He's going to do whatever it takes to live. Somebody that doesn't have tech gear on or equipment to fight against something, they look at you as an easy target. You're just a civilian that don't know anything. You're like a I forgot what they call him, like a dummy, bozo. You just easy prey. So don't be that. Especially when you got to take care of your family. Have tech gear. no matter what. Every man should have tech gear.
Hey, let me come behind that real quick. That was heavy what you said. And because I've been professionally trained, I used to be a federal investigator. I've also had a number of hours at the range. I recently, I think like last year sometime, got certified in different firearms experts and stuff like that. So let me just tell you what the brother said was right. Okay. When it comes to the bad guys, they want the easy opponent. They don't want the hard opponent. So when they see a brother, and war is psychological, okay? Don't get it twisted. When you see muscles, when you see height, you see strength, you say, let me go somewhere else. You get what I'm saying? So again, the bad guys want to go for the easy target. They want to go for the older people or the women, right? That's why women, if you're a single woman or if you're elderly, please, when this stuff get thick, like in New York City, please travel in packs. Have a man with you, because we're living in the most worst times. Remember, there's a lot of inflation. There's nations right now dumping the dollar. So this could easily turn into an economic collapse. Okay. This could easily turn into something very, very bad. Okay. It's already bad on one front, but then you talk about the other things that are happening and you can combine all of those things into one big problem. It can really lose control quick. And I want to say this too, for brothers and sisters in the same state, have a plan. Like if things get too bad in B-more, I'm gonna be like, hey, bro Sharshem, man, you need to come over here for a minute. Yo, do what you got to do. Bring your whole family, man. We got enough space. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna have to look out. We've been taught to be individual. Erase that thinking. We're a body, y'all. Okay. And so we may have to team up and be collective to survive these battles, because this is the time now where things are going to get really bad. Also, just make sure you just prepare yourself as much as possible, because you don't want to be unprepared. Those who plan to fail, or those who fail to plan, are planning to fail. Excuse me, I said it wrong. But yeah, those who fail to plan are planning to fail. So anyhow, I'm gonna give it back to you, King.
Right. And everything the boss says 100% correct. If you do that, do it with somebody that's a like-minded individual that's thinking and prepping the same way you are. You can't do it with people that doesn't have no understanding of time. All they're going to be is an extra mouth to feed and probably drama, because they'll be the ones complaining. You want people who ain't going to be complaining. You're going to have to eat what you're going to eat. You're going to do what you're going to do, and you're going to survive the way you're going to survive. The complaining, the naggers, don't want them around, because it's going to frustrate the situation and make things worse. That's all I got to say on that. We'll play the video.
Dead after their private plane went down in Virginia yesterday. The people on board reportedly a mother, a daughter, a nanny, and a pilot. The small jet causing a major reaction after it entered restricted airspace, triggering the military to scramble F-16 fighter jets to investigate. Here's ABC's Andrew Dimbert. This morning, some near the nation's capital are still rattled after a quiet Sunday was interrupted with this.
It was very jarring.
We thought it was probably an earthquake.
A sonic boom, startling residents across the region. This couple in Fairfax, Virginia, was recording a song when the boom causes them to leap out of their seat. The Capitol and White House were both briefly placed on high alert. The sound was caused by two D.C. Air National Guard F-16s that were scrambled from Maryland after a Cessna business jet entered restricted airspace over the nation's capital. Around 3 p.m., those F-16s going supersonic to catch up with the Cessna, creating a sonic boom heard in D.C. and surrounding areas. The F-16s intercepting the plane using flares in an attempt to draw the pilot's attention, but were unsuccessful. 10 minutes later, the plane crashing near George Washington National Forest in Virginia with 4 people on board.
When the D.C. Air National Guard F-16s eventually caught up to this aircraft, they looked in the cockpit and they could see that the pilot was slumped over and unconscious.
Aviation experts say hypoxia may have incapacitated the pilot and those on board.
The most likely scenario here is that there was some loss of pressurization, which induced hypoxia. Hypoxia is just the loss of consciousness due to lack of oxygen. You may not even know that it's coming on until you lose consciousness.
As for Sunday's crash, the man who runs the Florida-based company that owns the jet tells the Washington Post his daughter and 2-year-old granddaughter, her nanny, and the pilot were on the flight. He says they were returning home to Long Island after a visit to his North Carolina home. Flight tracking data shows the plane made it to Long Island but didn't land, instead turning and heading straight to the D.C. area. Those F-16s were scrambled from Joint Base Andrews, where President Biden was playing golf with his brother at around the same time. Overnight, Virginia police say they reached the crash site and found no survivors. Andrew Dimber, Channel 7, Eyewitness News.
Yeah, that's crazy. I want to throw this out here too. I know they saying hypoxia, but let's not forget, family, there's what they call a lot of sudden adult death. And a lot of that is from the cocktail. Okay. A lot of that is from people who got the poison pushed in them. And so, because it makes no sense. These people have been flying these are professional pilots and they're business class pilots. So they on a whole different level in terms of their area of expertise and understanding. So they know how to fly at the right altitude so that they don't end up passing out. And there's some, what the guy described as hypoxia. No, it's also equally possible that sudden adult death happened because this person got the poison. So I just wanted to throw that out there as well. Go ahead, King.
Yeah, definitely. You're right about that. But yeah, family. So it's a lot of things going on. I think it's the last video. I don't know how much you wanted me to play on this one, DeBar. But
I think let's see. Yeah, we could get to like maybe half of it because he points out something that's really interesting. They have what they call geospatial intelligence systems that look at the Earth like Google Earth, and they track right before the fire happens. So he's going to tell you this kind of looks kind of staged, right? It looks like this doesn't look really to be a natural catastrophe. This was man-made. So yes, we'll pay through it, and then when we get to the certain part, we could go ahead and stop it.
Okay.
Hi, folks. Canadian Prepper here. Welcome back to the Daily Dose of Doom and Gloom. We're living in the age of consequences, my friends. It's only going to get worse, and your time to prepare for it all is limited. We need to talk about a former NATO chief suggesting that they are about to put troops on the ground in Ukraine and give Ukraine security guarantees, which will likely mean a worldwide radiological disaster for us all. We have Evgeny Prigozhin in an expositional interview revealing that he thinks Putin is about to authorize a nuclear strike on Russia's border regions. You heard correct. We have apocalyptic wildfires raging. What you're seeing behind me is the New York skyline right now. The entire East Coast, all the way from Quebec, all the way down to Florida in some places, is completely engulfed and saturated in toxic plumes of smoke. And in the next 48 hours, Toronto is about to be hit by a plume of smoke so thick and toxic that you're going to want to make sure you close your windows, you lock your doors. You're going to want to keep this smoke out. If you have an air purifier, they're all being sold out at Home Depot and everywhere else. You can't find air purifiers. You want to bring your pets inside. It's going to get ugly. And here's the harsh reality, guys. Barely a fraction of 1% of the Great Canadian Boreal Forest has burned. You have not seen the historical fire yet. I've been warning people about these fires for years. And there's always some dumbass in the comment section minimizing it, saying that this will pass or that this is normal. This is not normal. It's very abnormal. These are uncharted territories for our species, and it's only going to get worse, monumentally worse. So you need to prepare. You need to have a contingency plan, an evacuation plan. You need to have fire breaks if you live in a wooded region, and you need to have the gear if you do need to bug out in a forest fire. You don't want to just rely on your vehicle's air filtration system. There's things that you can do to prepare yourself for fire. It's a very, very real threat that we're all going to be faced with. And this smoke as well. If you have respiratory issues, this is going to be a problem. This will reduce life expectancy for a lot of people if this becomes more commonplace. Here in the West, we deal with this pretty much every summer, but only in recent years has it become so frequent. And I believe that the amount of smoke days has exponentially grown in just the past 10 years. And now you guys in the East are getting a little taste of this. So let's talk about everything we got to talk about today. First, let's check out the photometer, shall we? What is the photometer reading today? SHTF photometer, fear, uncertainty, and doubt-o-meter. Current level is at 80 out of 100. We have a long way to fall. Now, this is a conservative estimate. I could easily put this at 99 due to the situation in Ukraine. A few days ago, it was at 75. That was before the dam was blown and before Quebec lit on fire. Excuse me.
Mr. Rich, I am Dracula.
Dracula. We're going to talk about the reasons why Quebec is on fire. There's a lot of misinformation right now on the internet. Excuse me. Now, where should we start here today? This is just an overview of what we're going to talk about. Fires, people, self-imposed smoke lockdowns might become the new normal. We have a NATO chief, Rasmussen, I believe, talking about why NATO is going to have to issue security guarantees and put troops on the ground to prevent escalation, he claims. We have Evgeny Prigozhin in an incredibly expositional interview predicting numerous things, including mutiny, not against Putin, but against the Russian military, the Ministry of Defense, I should say. We have Lavrov issuing warnings about F-16s, because we were talking about this for weeks, that F-16s can be used as a delivery system for nuclear weapons, issuing threats about those F-16s. There are rumors, and that's all it is at this point, that the main counteroffensive has begun. When it comes to analyzing the Ukraine-Russia situation, there's usually two camps. One, people are suggesting that the Russians are winning and the Ukrainians are losing, and the other side claims the opposite. There's seldom any in between. I'm here to tell you that we simply don't know what's going on. It appears as though, based on the most up-to-date Telegram information, that the Ukrainian main thrust of their counteroffensive has in fact begun, and that some of the Russian defensive lines are in fact being breached in the Zaporozhye region. The unprecedented dam situation is the absolute worst case scenario. Of all of the worst projections for the Kakhovka Dam being blown up, we've seen that due to high water levels. So it's a total disaster, and I'm still not entirely convinced with respect to who did it, although I do, the evidence in cui bono leans towards the Ukrainians having the most motive for it. I'm not saying that that's what all of the evidence suggests. The Russians are saying one thing, Ukraine is saying the other. In terms of who benefits from such a thing, I've already made my case that I think Ukraine stands to benefit a little bit more than the Russians for a variety of reasons that I'm not going to get into again, because I don't feel like arguing in the comment section today. We have a top U.S. admiral. Where shall we start here today? Let's just see what we got on our maps. Did I go show you guys the smoke map yet? So this is the, let's start with the smoke stuff, all right? Now this is this toxic plume. So this is firesmoke.ca. Now, if we start playing this, you can see this dark red. This is over 25 times what's considered healthy. That plume is about to go across Toronto, and that's going to happen tomorrow morning when you start your morning commute in Toronto. Looks like Buffalo, Cleveland, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia. Those places are going to be toxic cesspools. You don't want to be breathing that stuff in. In fact, they may have to just shut down some cities because, again, this.
Now, I had to stop it there, family, because I need to elaborate on what this man is showing us. What we're looking at here is a toxic fog. This shit ain't smoke. I'm sorry. It can't be. I just don't believe that that's smoke. This is a toxic fog that's sweeping its way across the United States. A blind man can see this. It's no fucking way that this could be smoke, because smoke burns your eyes. Smoke kills you like that, especially if you in a what you call that shit, a burning house or anywhere. You will die from respiratory issues from it. So how the fuck could this be smoke?
That's right.
Everything. It don't make sense. They said the level in New York was at 500. The toxicity level, they says, should not be over 150. If it was smoke, why are they not dropping dead? Right? If smoke kills you, family. So this is how you know that this is not smoke. One of y'all. One of my best friends passed away in a fire in his apartment. One of my best friends, my little brother Michael, may his soul rest in peace. He died in an apartment fire in his house. So if this shit sweeping through like this, and my brother passed away, my little brother passed away for being in a fire in his house, you're not going to sit here and tell me that this is smoke. Smoke burn your eyes. You see what I'm saying? Everybody's eyes should be burning if this was smoke. Think about it. This can't be smoke. It's something else. I believe it's a toxic fog. Point blank period. Chemical warfare. That's Shawsham's opinion. Some type of fallout. Radiation, hazardous. And we need to take some supplements and put it in our body to fight against the aftermath of it, because they affecting everybody with the shit. And those that don't want to listen, let it be on them to not put something in their body to fight against it, because once they got you and you need them, you're done. But I'm just saying, you can clearly see what this man's showing. It makes perfectly good fucking sense. There's no way that this shit can be smoke, and it ain't evaporating or clearing out, but it's moving for days. That shit don't even make sense, the bar.
No, it don't, brother. And you in the spirit. Let me just say this real quick. This video came out yesterday. Okay, so I think it's barely even 1 day old. All right. I'm gonna confirm that in just a moment. Let me just pull it up real quick. Right. And the other thing, like my brother said, man, if this was smoke, it would evaporate. You can't tell me.
That's the link to the guy channel that we watching. If you
Beautiful.
Right here. Go ahead.
There you go. There you go. And so when you look at smoke, regular fire, it dissipates, y'all. We've seen house fires before. Come on now. We've seen forest fires. Okay. So the reality is that this is something much worse, much sinister, more nefarious. And he says, he used the word smoke lockdowns, right? And I believe this is the new norm, because like my brother Sharsham said, he said that once it gets to DC, once DC turns into New York City, it will become a national emergency.
Yep.
And guess what, y'all? After 1 month, we didn't even make it 1 month of freedom, y'all. Okay. So at May 11th, COVID national emergency was over. And already in June, it hasn't even been a full 30 days yet, because today is what? June the 8th? Today is the 8th. Yep. Hasn't been a full 30 days yet. And guess what? They already got the world set up for another lockdown. So I'm going to leave it at that. And I'm going to pass it on to the next brother. Hey, Shalom, King Judah. Shalom, King.
Hey, big salute. Big salute, family. How y'all doing?
Man, hey, still fighting this shit out.
Yeah, I see, my brother.
I still feel bad, brother. I'm fighting this shit every day, bro. And I'm trying to get better. I'm taking medicine, bro. But I'm telling you, I know damn well this air, this shit ain't right, bro. Because this can't be no damn smoke. Now it got me waking up out my sleep, choking me to death.
Yeah, I just got over mine not too long ago, Shoshan. I just got over mine not too long ago. Yeah, man, that cough ain't nothing to play with, bro. I was taking everything, and it still was I don't know, man. Something different was going on. I ain't never coughed like that in my life. Like every time I was trying to formulate words, it's just like a wheeze, like that wheezing was coming out of me.
And it's shorting the breath, and it's like, you know, you like something ain't right. Like, where this shit coming from? Like, we in summer. Like, why you thinking like we blowing snot out? I don't know. It's like in the winter.
Right.
You know, it's crazy.
Yeah, but everything y'all showing though, like I said in the chat, everything that's happening, bro, is for the children of Israel. It doesn't matter what it is. And like I always say, the other nations surrounding us or around us, they gonna get it just by you know, being in proximity. Everything they doing is not for nobody but us. It doesn't matter what it is. This is not by accident. They trying to come after us. All the diseases, the poison, the air, the food, everything. They trying to come after us, family. Yes, they trying to depopulate the earth, but no, they trying to depopulate us because they know what's coming next, which is the kingdom for you. So they ain't gonna let you get it eat. You think these people just gonna hand you over the kingdom? Man, they going out with a bang. Satan going out with a bang, family, and he don't play fair. So what I'm telling you is that all this in-house fighting that you see on Instagram and TikTok and all this y'all doing, black men and black women, y'all just going at each other all day. I guarantee you, reality gonna kick in one day. Cause nothing get a Negro to see reality until death on the table. Or the multitude of dead bodies get a Negro right, boy. It gotta be. It can't just be 5 or 6. I'm talking about the black man and black woman got to see a multitude of death. Then you start running the yeah. But right now, ain't nobody worried about none of this stuff we see. Smoke, all this going on, people getting sick, people barely can breathe. Man, black people ain't worried about none of this. None of this.
You know why, King Judah? Because they get so used to the pandemic, they thinking that this shit just normal now. This shit is not normal. It's not normal for toxic air to be flowing through states.
Right.
And everybody said, oh, is we going to the club tomorrow? Like, you see what the fuck is going on in the world? But that's where people mind at, man. And it's sad, you know what I'm saying? But I'm in a different mission, family. I'm on a different mission. But what you think though, King Judah? Like, I mean, you experiencing your sickness with it, you believe it's smoke or you think it's something else?
Nah, bro. It's something else. I don't think it's no smoke. Nah, I think it's something else. I don't know what it is, but I know that when this type of thing go on, because my whole house was like this. It was me and my kids.
Yeah.
And my wife. You see what I'm saying? The whole house was sick.
My wife ain't got it no more, but my kids and I, we still feeling it.
Yeah. So one day it was me, and then I started feeling a little better, and then it was my son, and then somebody else would be feeling better. It was just a rotation. The whole house was sick, bro. Straight up. And I don't know where it came from, but everybody was sick. And then I went to work and they was telling me they had the same symptoms. And we ain't even in the same house. So how everybody going through the same thing? Because they
in
trying
different states.
Yeah, in different states. Because like I said, this is called a slow kill. See, shooting you with guns is too bloody. They like the slow kill. That's why they throw out all these diseases and certain things, because it's slowly killing you. So that's what they doing. They slowly killing people with the food, chemtrails. Even when you go to the doctor, the medicine they're giving you, man, everything got side effects. They never gonna cure you, family. They never gonna cure you. So whatever you going through, you never gonna be cured. There's only one cure. And Negroes don't want that cure. Because like Sham said, hey, what y'all doing tonight? Hey, you know that this going on in this state right here. You know, you need to get you some food, some water. Man, we ain't trying to hit that. We finna go to the club. We finna go dance and party. But boy, when reality kick in, you Negroes gonna be crying and running the yard. And some of you may make it to get to them, and some of you may not. Because it might be your only chance to get to them now. You might not have tomorrow. So keep playing, Negro. Keep fighting and arguing over who's right and who's wrong in relationships and marriages and who doing this and who doing that. Just keep on for your clicks and views. Because, boy, when they shut all this down, you Negro gonna be looking around like this. What is going on? Why is everybody running?
You all right, Prince? Hey, King Judah, brother, you in the spirit as always, brother. This is a wake-up call, family. Listen, all of us Israelites, those who believe in Yah, all right, all of us need to take a good look at self. Are you right with your creator? Is there things that's holding you back in your relationship with the Most High, Yahweh? Man, get that thing right now, because this could really get out of control. And all the fighting we do and the bickering, all that's got to stop. the men against women, women against men. Listen, we got to put that on hold. We got to realize, man, that your survival, my survival, our women's survival, all that's important. Our children's survival, our grandmothers, mothers, our grandfathers, all of our people's survival is important. And right now we are put in the most compromised position you could ever be put in.
Facts.
Okay. So yeah, I'm gonna pass it back to you, Sharsham King, or anybody else.
I'm gonna finish playing the video.
Smoke can actually become more toxic as it goes away from the epicenter of the fire, so I'm told, because it gets concentrated in the air. Now, fortunately, there is some rain in the forecast, but with rain comes lightning strikes. Now, a lot of people are posting disinformation on Twitter. Okay, you see how right now there's lots of red in there. The red means more thicker smoke, right? Smoke typically is when a fire is somewhat suppressed. So depending on the time of day and depending on the temperature, there might be more smoke, there might be less smoke. So forest fires are just like lungs. They kind of breathe a bit. They'll rage for a while and then they'll kind of die down. They'll rage and they'll die down with the wind. And that's exactly what happens. So a lot of people are making clips of this because you see it rages, it releases these massive toxic plumes. And then the time of day, it goes into the middle of the night. Things cool down a bit. The sun isn't blaring.
Did you know that in Texas, rifles can be carried in public without a license? Whereas in Florida, no open...
And then it slows down and now it's speeding up again, right? It's more thick, toxic smoke is being emitted. So it goes in these cycles and people are clipping this and they're saying that, oh, look, they all were started with space lasers by the government at night because they want to charge us more carbon taxes. Look, guys, we all know that the government is incompetent and they're incompetent. They're not smart enough to do those sorts of things. You can have a situation where we are, in fact, having this kind of detrimental effect on our habitat, and we're also trying to be exploited on the other end. Those two things can coexist. It's simple. You can have ecological catastrophe, human-induced, and the lying, thieving government at the same time trying to get you on the way out. These two things can coexist, so stop acting as if one thing must be a total, complete, utter fabrication just because we have corrupt governments trying to exploit these catastrophes. Now, these wildfires are only going to get worse. I've been saying it for years. I've made countless amounts of videos. This looks bad, but this isn't even but a fraction of the actual boreal forest that could and will eventually burn down. So you need to have a contingency plan. Some of the gear, people always ask me, what sort of things do I need in order to protect myself from this smoke? Well, you need a good air filtration system in your home, changing out your air filters, having backup air filters. I'm sure a lot of those are sold out at Home Depot. If you have some sort of air purification system, that will help as well. Because of course, a lot of people might think that wearing a gas mask outside is overkill. And in some ways, I would say, sure, unless you have respiratory issues. If you have someone who has respiratory issues, and they're maybe elderly, and for whatever reason, they need to be outside, which I'm assuming that they probably don't, but let's just say they do. You have to transport them or whatever. They're going to want a gas mask with a P3 filter and a PAPR to do the breathing for them. You want a PAPR. It's a powered air purifier respirator, I believe. And you want one of those because that's going to do the breathing for the person. So the average person, you can get away. You're not going to die if you're even in the thick of this, but it's not going to be good for you. And if you have any sort of respiratory issues, it's going to exacerbate those. It's going to make them worse. So a P3 filter is simply a HEPA filter. Okay, this is going to block 100% of any fine particle. Smoke is a particle. Now, oftentimes companies will recommend, because fires can also release different types of chemicals, different types of things get burned. It's not just a clean smoke. Typically, it could be, other things that are being caught up in the conflagration. You're going to want activated carbon. which is derived from charcoal. Okay, you can actually make it. We've done videos on how to make it.
I think that's
but a filter like this is a Dot Pro filter. It has a HEPA filter.
Yeah, that's good. Yeah, the HEPA filter is important. I have one in my car, a HEPA filter. I also have a HEPA and PECO filter with the molecule air filtration system that I have in the house. So these are things like definitely look this brother up, and family, do things according to your budget. Don't go into debt. Don't swipe the credit card for that. But just prepare yourself, because again, there's a scripture I'm going to read real quick. Proverbs chapter 22 and verse 3. I want to bring this out real quick, and I'm going to say shalom to the Uncle Don P in the building. But let's get this scripture real quick. This says, a prudent man, this is Proverbs chapter 22, verse 3. A prudent man foreseeth the evil and hideth himself, but the simple pass on and are punished. So family, you see what's going on right now, right? It is clear. It's very clear that we need to take precaution. So with that, I'm going to pass it to the next brother, and I'm going to say shalom to the Uncle Don P.
Hey, can I say this real quick?
Yeah, go ahead, King Judy, real quick.
I just want to say this. I understand when our people be saying we all we got as a people, and we be saying we have to come together, but we have to deal with reality too. There's gonna always be a line drawn in the sand, brother. And I'm gonna tell you why. When it all goes to hell, all that go out the window. I guarantee you. When all hell break loose, you won't hear nobody saying we all we got. It's going to be their family they're going to protect, because a lot of these people are going to come for your goods. They look just like you. So the point I'm saying, if we can't do right by each other now, what make you think we're going to do right when hell break loose? We can't do it right now. And ain't nothing really going on as far as like your livelihood really being jeopardized, because if you can still go to work, get your paycheck, go get groceries, chill with your family, take them out, have a good time. If you can't do right by your brother and sister now, what make you think you gonna come together with them when hell break loose? It's not gonna happen. That's the reality.
Facts.
Shalom, doing panel nephews.
Big salute, big salute.
Yeah, I did something else going on there. I can't. Do you guys smell smoke? I mean, an overwhelming odor of like tree wood burning, or do you smell something else? Or it's acid?
I don't smell anything, but it smells funny, but it don't smell like no trees or no burning. It smell like else.
yeah. When we had the big fires here, it was houses and forest land. It smelled like smoke. It smelled like smoke. You knew there was a fire, and it was hazy gray. There was one time, I'm trying to remember, so I was talking to the nephew yesterday. I think it was 2020 when we had orange sky that just came out of nowhere. I was like, where the hell did this come from? It was just a trip. It was an orange sky, and it lasted all day. It was weird. It was just really weird, because I don't think there was any fires going on. Or, of course, if there was one so far enough away, they would say, oh, yeah, it's attributed to that. It's the ashes in the sky, and it's making all that stuff. I don't know what's going on. That's why I asked you if you don't smell smoke. I mean, if you smelled, like wood burning smoke, because this is supposed to be from a forest fire, right? And our experience here was, even though that was 50 miles away, you could still smell like it was a forest fire. So anyway, that's my 2 cents.
Hey, all praises, all praises. Yeah, I just want to throw this in here too, family. Again, Sharsham and I, the whole FOPE crew, man, we did videos telling y'all that y'all got to start stacking up on supplies. So please, family, Again, we're not saying go into debt, swipe the credit card, but we are saying if you got a little bit of extra dough, or if you could feel comfortable not eating fast food this week and the next week, and you could use that money to get extra stuff, ramen noodles, tuna, do those little small things, because we don't know what happens if they say that even the truck driver can't make it to the grocery store to restock the grocery stores. Obviously, those things will run out in a matter of hours. And then here we are, our family, we out here empty-handed, right? And then not only are you empty-handed, you hungry, but you want to go outside, but now outside is bad. You see what I'm saying? Esau he's a mass murderer, man. He has the gift of the sword, all right? And he know how to put you in a compromised position, all right? So I think at this point, with everything that's going on, we collectively agree this is not just regular smoke. I mean, this thing is going across states. You know what I'm saying? This ain't no regular smoke. And why is it all dark? Why is it dark and foggy in 13 to 20 different states? And it's gotten all the way down to Florida. Now, I want to say this too. I don't want y'all to forget about this, but remember them Chinese balloons that came? Is this connected to that? Is there like the first thing is the balloon and it kind of maps out what's going to happen. And then when they set these fires that it controls the jet stream, I don't know. I'm not saying I have all the answers, but it's just funny how that balloon made it halfway across the country, undetected apparently. And then all of a sudden, it's not even 30 days since COVID-19 emergency has been declared, ended, and already we're in a national emergency again. So to me, that seems strange. I think there's something behind that, but I'm gonna let that go and I'm gonna pass it off to the next brother.
Yeah, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm still under the weather from this shit. So I just want to say, like I said, family, that's my take. That's my opinion on it. That's what we see. That's what we believe right now. I'm just telling everybody, please get what y'all need. Get the potassium, iodine, stuff like that. Protect your respiratory system, because they're attacking us chemically right now. That's what I believe. Yep. Like I say, I'm not gonna stream long tonight. I gotta get up early in the morning. My daughter graduation is tomorrow.
Oh, congratulations, bro. Congratulations.
Yeah, appreciate it. But yeah, so
congratulations, man. Congratulations.
Yeah, so like I say, brothers, y'all can say whatever y'all want and we'll close it out. I don't know if anybody else want to come on. Let me see. I think for like a half an hour, I'm gonna drop the link and then I'm gonna shut it down. If y'all people from wherever area y'all from, if y'all want to give y'all opinion.
Hey, the one brother said some key right here, Ace Yahawada. Even my wife, man, when she went outside, she got some headaches. And I was telling her, man, look, don't even spend too much time outside. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, family, we just, if you're one of those people, you find yourself getting sicker as you go outside, just go back indoors,
Yeah, facts.
Yeah, just go back indoors. Okay, Judy, you want to say something, King?
Yeah, I just wanted to say, Sharsham, the live tomorrow, brother, but if you feeling bad, just let me know. Just look, see, I'm wheezing now.
Yeah,
just let me know, brother. Cause it's at 7:30, but if you just feeling bad, brother, I'll hold it down for me and you. But just let me know.
Yeah, there's 7:30 your time or my time?
My time.
Cause I'm trying to think. I don't think I'm gonna be home in time. Cause I get off. So my time will be 8:30 and your time will be 7:30.
7:30, yeah.
I'm not even gonna be home in time because I'll be just getting off work.
Okay.
So I'll be home at 9, but I'm gonna still come on.
Yeah, you want me to? I could push it back though.
I mean, that's fine.
Okay. Yeah, I just push it back because it's gonna be Friday going into the weekend anyway.
Yeah,
that's family. I just want to say that me, Sharsham, the Ark of 007 and Naphtali. We will be live tomorrow on my channel talking about marriages, friendships, brotherhood, sisterhood, and how this all tie into Yah. Because I don't want to get too much away, but all our concepts, whether it's brotherhood, sisterhood, friendships, and marriage, come from a European mindset concepts. None of this stuff that we do come from Yah. None of it. The way we think, the food we eat, the way we move, the clothes we wear, it all come from a Europe. All of us. I'm talking about we all didn't have this European mindset on what a friendship is, what a marriage should be like, how you should be with your brothers, how you should have a sisterhood. It all come from a European concept. So we're gonna tackle this tomorrow and go deep into how we can be better when it comes to marriage, brotherhood, sisterhood, and friendship. You know, because my brother told me, my brother 50-some years old, he told me, he said, in your lifetime, you're gonna find only 2 friends. I thought he was talking crazy. But he said, out of all the people on the earth, he said, you're gonna find 2. He said, I'm talking about who gonna ride with you. I ain't talking about that, you know, y'all cool, but no, 2 friends that are gonna ride with you. He said 2. So hey, that's what he told me. I only found 2, family. I'm just being real. I only found 2, like he said. I'm talking about who really stomp down, ride with your brother. And let me just say this, and I'm gonna be quiet. One of my partners had a heart surgery. He needed a new heart, and he was waiting for the heart. And his wife told me, she said, "Can you please come up here? He don't want to see nobody. He don't want to talk to nobody." So she didn't tell him I was coming. So I jumped in my car and drove all the way across town, got to the hospital. I was standing at the door. He didn't see me though. His head was turned the other way. She said the man wouldn't talk to nobody, wasn't smile, wasn't nothing. Soon as he turned and looked at me, family, man, the man, you should have just, he got so emotional. So the point that I'm making, are you a real friend to your friends? Drove all the way across town just because she said, can you just come up here so he could see you? He don't want to talk to nobody. I could have said, man, I'm tired. I don't feel like driving. But I just jumped in the car immediately and did what she asked. That's a friend. If you ain't that type of friend who gonna pull your brother up when he down, pull your sister when she down, if you don't want for them what you have for yourself, you ain't no friend. You just a friend when you need something or if you can gain off your friend. So yeah, we gonna tackle this though.
God. That's powerful right there, brother.
Oh, yeah. That should be a good live stream for real. Big salute to the panel.
Shalom, Ak Moshe.
Shalom, King.
Big salute, K. Judah. Big salute, Paul. Big salute, Uncle Don, people. Yeah, that's a good analogy you came up with. It could be a chemical warfare. Yeah, I think this could probably tie into being a new boogeyman for 2023. This chemical with this, it's not smoke. It could be a toxic radiation, and a lot of people gonna get sick behind this. And if they're gonna be closing some of these cities down, that's gonna be another lockdown. And we already know how people acted for the first lockdown. They had the panic shoppers. They went crazy, especially the Gentiles. They gonna go full retard because that's what they did when they came to power. When they turned to rule the world, they went full retard. Just look how the whole world messed up because of them. The European mindset got the whole world messed up. I love Western civilization. I despise Western civilization. Ever since I came into this knowledge and know who we are, study the scriptures, you start to hate this Western society. I know I do. I despise it. I'll let the next brother speak.
Big salute, Moshe. Big salute, my brother, my CUC brother. Big salute.
Earlier, I had fell back to sleep.
Hey, Ak Moshe, brother. Hey, man, you was on fire, brother. I don't know, man. We might need to give you another 5 minutes, brother, to just go in.
Okay, I can go.
Hey, the bar, my brother always on fire like that, man.
But I'm serious though. Just
big salute, Moshe.
Especially you got these agents on social media, they falling for the tactics of the enemy. You got these black men, these black women agents funding this goddamn gender war, which is of the devil, because a lot of our people, we worship these damn Gentiles. And you could thank those fun bars in the Renaissance era, because Renaissance means rebirth. They whitewash a lot of images in the Renaissance era. And our people deify these damn Gentiles, these Caucasians, these Europeans, whatever you want to call them. You know, I know there's different schools of thoughts, you know, in the Israelite community, but it is what it is. All I know is they heathens, you know, and they went full retard when they came into power. Just look how the world is. You know, our people we don't even think from the prospect of the Most High. We don't even think like an Israelite, the majority. We still think like Europeans and Gentiles and Americans. Man, they ain't gonna never see us as an American in this society. And I don't care, because I love that flag. That flag is useless. Both, like every red, white, and blue flag, country with a red, white, and blue flag, our people be oppressed the most. Think about it. All the red, white, and blue flags. You got America, the British flag, the French flag, and so on. But yeah, man, we gotta this is high time for Israel to repent, especially those that's lost out there. This ain't no time to be partying and BSing, because things are about to shake up. And we, you know, for all the Israelites that's on the East Coast and the northern states, y'all stay prayed up. Y'all seek the Most High Yah. Have faith in Yahshua Ha Mashayach, because y'all gonna need that power. That's our power we gonna need, you know, because things gonna get crazy. And like, I'm down here in Louisiana, we about to be in hurricane season, so I gotta stay prayed up too, because we've been dodging a few bullets, all praise to the Most High. But I just sense something in the air. We might get a big one this year. I don't know. Like, I'm not no prophet. I'm just a brother, but I'm just saying that's how I be down here in the Gulf Coast. Like like every other few years we get a major storm, but I hope we don't, because the aftermath is always worse. When it comes to natural disaster, the aftermath is always worse, especially with nuclear warfare. You know, that's something I hope we never experience, you know, but you know, because the aftermath, like when you watch these post-apocalyptic movies, the aftermath of nuclear warfare is way worse. It's way worse. But yeah, I think it's I think somebody could have set that off with them fires, or it could have been biological warfare, and they trying to use this to be a new boogeyman to get people sick. A lot of people gonna get sick behind this. A lot of people gonna be sick, and who knows? They might spread it. So they probably controlling it with something. They probably like flying with some planes that got fans to push the wind. I don't know, but
somebody showed a video where the plane was dropping fire though. Did you have you anybody know where that video at? I swore, I don't know if I saw that work, but somebody showed me a video where it was fire dropping out the plane. Like he was dropping the burner shit. I'm like, the fuck is this?
But yeah. But what I want to say, but yeah, we just gotta stay prayed up, because they gonna use this as a new boogeyman. They might trying to say, oh, disease, people got sick, because they might try to create a whole new disease because of this chemical warfare. You know, that's how they do. You see, they want to depopulate the earth, especially our people, like Bill Gates. Who is you, Bill Gates? You nobody. You don't sit on the throne of Yah. You don't sit on the throne of Yah to dictate who lives and dies. You just an ordinary human, just like the rest of us. Well, I take that back. You're not a human. You're anti-human. With your way of thinking, you might be a demon in disguise, because you know you might be some non-human that's of Satan. You know, because you hell bent on destroying the population of the earth. That's the Most High. That's his job. He done it in with the flood, and he gonna do it again with fire, and he gonna do it again when he send Yahshua Ha Mashayach back. You know, and the blood gonna flow all the way up to the horse's bridle. You see, I'm so sick and tired. These churches, they better start teaching the truth. They better start teaching the truth about Yahshua, because in all four gospels, he was teaching about separation. He was teaching about hell more than heaven. He was teaching about the separation. He wasn't talking about, oh, I'm gonna come back and hang out cupcakes and Capri Sun. Man, I don't know what they tripping on, man. Ain't no Messiah, ain't our Messiah coming back to hand out no goddamn cupcakes and Capri Sun. He coming back for war. When you read about how ancient ancestors went conquer the land, they went to war, and that's what Yahshua gonna do it. He called the King of Kings. Come on now, the King of Kings. That means he's a conqueror. He a conqueror, the King of Kings, the Master of Masters, the Adonai. He's a conqueror, the conquering line of Yahudah. Come on now, 4th tribe, which became the head tribe, Yahudah. You know. But I'll pass the mic to the next brother.
Yehuda here. Yehuda, shalom.
Shalom, King.
Shalom, shalom, family. Everybody in the panel. Everybody,
Yeah, shalom.
yeah, everybody in the chat. Hey, yeah, something ain't right, y'all. Cause I'm in North Carolina, and I've been getting headaches. I've been getting headaches for the past week, bro. Like just real bad headaches. And today, me and the wife, we was out and we was driving, and we had ordered something, and when I rolled the window down, she just started coughing. She was like, she said just like the same cough, Shawshan, and she was like, she said, is there something in the air, something? And I was like, I don't know. I wasn't coughing, she was coughing, but I've been getting them headaches, man. Like, and I thought it was my sinuses, but nah, it's something else, man. It's just something ain't right, yo. Something ain't right. That's why, we gotta stay prayed up, and like you said, everybody, man, just know the most, seek ye first the kingdom. Seek ye first the kingdom, man. Stay prayed up, family. Yo, look, we in this together. You know what I'm saying? Keep reading them scripts. Be prepared. Make sure your families are safe. Arm yourselves and be ready, man. That's, be ready, y'all. For real. Because it's serious. It's getting serious, man.
Con, for real, it is.
Yeah.
Already.
These heathens, man, they don't care, man. All you gotta do is look at the history of them, man. Their whole history is just to destroy, man. Divide, conquer, and destroy. That's it. That's all they do, man. They don't try to bring no life, nothing. Their whole thing is to destroy, man. That's it. And us being the original of the earth, you know what time it is, man. You know what time it is, man. That 9 ether, you know what I'm saying? That we got the spirit to reach out to the Most High. They don't. They don't, man. That's just facts. That's facts, man. We are natives. We are natives of this earth. We are the first, and we will be the last. I yield.
King. You're absolutely right. K. Judy, you got something over there, King?
No. I was just telling him already.
Oh, okay.
We gotta be the people of y'all, man, because let's keep it a buck. Even if we had the knowledge to create like nuclear weapons, we won't even do it. We'll probably leave the schematics in the we'll lock away the schematics, because that's not in our nature to destroy stuff, to be destructive like the Gentiles. You gotta be hell-bent on destroying the world to create a nuclear weapon, and want to create these diseases. Like I say, the majority of these diseases, they got cures for them and they create it. If you're gonna create something, you're definitely gonna have to create something to counter the weapon. Like the so-called, I ain't gonna say it because YouTube with the buffoonery, so I'm gonna just say the blank. When the blank came on the screen, they created the blank in the lab, and they have the cure for the blank, but they gonna create a false cure to kill the blank. You gotta, ain't that a shame, though, brothers? We gotta dance around our talking points because of the censorship. That's why I say we should call it censorship, man. We all grown men. What about freedom of speech? No, they don't want us to speak because we're gonna come with the solid truth. You see, we was up here talking ignorant crap, talking about low vibrational stuff like they do in the other sectors of YouTube. They'll let us fly, but we talking about serious stuff, and what to do. And we talking about how it's important to repent and come back to the Most High and have faith in Yahshua. They don't want to hear that.
Nah.
The majority of the world don't want to hear that. They want to hear what's going on in the celebrity world and the sports world. It ain't nothing wrong with having entertainment, but man, it's time. Sometimes it's time to get serious, man. Because look, this might last for the whole summer. This so-called toxic air. This might last for the whole summer.
And that's how you know it ain't smoke. And that's how you really would know it ain't smoke.
Right.
But it'll be too late for the people then. But they gonna push the smoke narrative. This smoke. This ain't no motherfucking smoke.
That's right.
It's dangerous to smoke. It's some kind of biological warfare.
Hey, how the saying go? Where there's fire, there's smoke. I don't see no damn fire. So where the smoke coming from?
And think about this, think about this. Remember when the towers dropped on 9/11?
Yeah.
That shit was heavy like that, decimating New York. How come that shit ain't reached no other states?
Right.
Mm.
And that shit, that debris and all that shit went a long way.
Yeah.
Why it didn't reach no other states? The wind was blowing. Let's go back and look at it. When that shit was blowing, and we know, I ain't gonna say too much, but y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean. Y'all know what I mean.
And I just want to go ahead and say this while I'm up here with my brothers. Israel, you ain't getting no reparation.
Nope.
Now, if I'm thinking with a corner mind, you should get
None.
paid. You should get paid. But if I'm gonna think from that spiritual mind, if you can't serve the Most High broke, how you gonna serve him rich?
That's right.
Facts.
You can't do right broke. You can't. You don't even want to come back to the man while you ain't got nothing. You gonna be like that rich man when he told that boy, "Oh, man, go sell everything you got." That boy said, "No, hold up now." He went away sorrowful because his possession was more important than salvation.
Yeah.
And then sometimes you got to know when to be quiet, because he told Christ, "Man, I keep all the commandments. What lack I?" Oh, so you gonna throw a little arrogance in there? Christ said, "Well, go sell everything." That boy said he went away sorrowful. So you ain't getting no reparation. If you can't serve the Lord broke, you most certainly ain't gonna serve him rich. So stop it with this. Oh, we won't get reparation. No, you ain't. No, you ain't. The Most High trying to bring you back to him because he love you, and you just further trying to run away.
Yeah.
You just won't come back to your husband, boy, who love you, even though you've been abominable, you've been a filthy woman. We all been filthy. He still loves us though. Because I
That's
thought when a
right.
woman commit fornication, you supposed to put her away, but he won't put you away though. And you still won't come back to him. Boy, that's some love right there. I'll never understand. That's some love right there. I would never understand, boy, that type of love. Because, man, we have been an abominable whore.
Facts. Yes,
Everybody
yes.
got
Israel,
lifted up.
Yep.
That's
Same.
right. Filthy rags.
Yes, indeed.
Right.
Yeah, I second that. We're not getting reparations. I mean, if it, everything is like it was, coming out of Egypt, we're not getting any reparations.
That's
That's
right.
going to be by the Most High's design under His instructions. These people are. It's a distraction. It's just a distraction.
Distraction.
They have
Yeah.
several distractions going on right now while they're trying to destroy you, and that's it. So, like I said, we ain't getting no reparations. You better get whatever reparations you can and get up out of here.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, because if they was to give us let's say they was to give us reparations, they're gonna use that as a weapon against us. They're gonna say, "Oh, y'all can't complain no more. Y'all can't talk about slavery no more. We gave y'all your reparations. Y'all can't complain about the system no more." So that's why, that's the half of me I'm against it, But like I said, we're getting the ultimate reparations, which is the kingdom, Most High willing. That's gonna get some, because that's temporary. If they was to give us reparations, that's gonna be temporal. We want to get eternity, eternal rulership. You can't beat rulership, then that's what they know. You see, these Gentiles, they will rather launch all the nuclear weapons on this planet to hand over power to us. That's how hateful and destructive the elite of their ilk is. They would rather destroy they'd rather blow this whole world up, blow up the whole creation to hand over power to us. And they know they ain't gonna be able to defeat the armies of the heavens, man. When the Most High tell Yahshua and his heavenly host to go, all right, it's time. They ain't gonna be able to fight that. I don't care what they have. They could do all the training they want. Man, the heavenly host gonna destroy all that. Y'all read about the angels in the Bible. Them angels are terrifying to look upon, some of them. Like the cherubim, they got the 4 faces, the wings with
Eyes
all the
all over their body.
Exactly. Man, that's some horrifying stuff.
Got calves feet like an animal.
Yep. And just imagine if the animal heads could talk like a man. They could talk and stuff. Man, that'll creep you out. So I know it'll creep me out if I see something like that. If I'm driving on the highway or the back roads, I see a cherubim just chilling. Man, I might swerve it. I might try to swerve off the road. And then he go have to save me. He go like, "What you did that for? Don't be afraid." Man, you stand in the middle of the road. I'm gonna tell that cherub. You stand in the middle of the road, you scare the shit out of me.
Yeah, man, but what
Losing his mind. He losing his mind. Hey, but you know what though? I'm not even going to talk about reparations anymore because I know we're not going to get them. But the other thing is this: I'm not going to take nothing from you because you're not going to be able to say well, you were made rich by my hand. Because when the kingdom comes, that comes with all the possessions of the kingdom. You know, first the king, and then the kingdom, and you get it all. That's your inheritance. They ain't gonna be able to say they made us rich. No,
Right.
our brother came back and took everything that belonged to us. So y'all can kick rocks. I land.
And everybody don't have
That's
a price.
right.
And everybody don't have a price. That's a lie. I used to hear that when I used to be around the dope boys in the community. They used to always tell us, don't be out here doing what you see us do. And as I was coming up, you used to always hear people say, man, everybody got a price, man. Everybody got a price that they'll do this and that. That's a lie. Everybody don't have a price. Some people know themselves to a point where they don't have a price. They not gonna sell out for nothing because they so in tune with Yah. They so in tune with the scriptures and Yahshua that they don't have a price. They actually waiting on the kingdom. So it's nothing you can give them to fold under pressure, whether turning on a people, accepting something at your hand. Like when you went to Malcolm X's house, Malcolm X say, man, I'm offended that you would even think I would take your money to turn on Elijah Muhammad. Even though he was having problems with them at the time, he still didn't take the Gentile money because the man had principles. The man stood on a code. You don't give over your brother to no Gentile. I don't care what you may be going through with your brother. You don't give them over to no Gentile because at the end of the day, y'all still gonna judge you for that. So when you see brothers holding their brothers down, waiting on the cops, you don't do nothing like that, bro. You let them men up and they go their way and you go your way. But y'all got to remember, those are cops holding their brother down for other cops. And we know cops live by a code. So you don't do nothing like that. If you ain't trying to kill me or bring bodily harm, I ain't calling no police on you, bro. I'm gonna just tell you, man, go on about your business, man. Live another day, bro. You call the cops, they kill your brother. Now you gotta live with that. Because you could have let the man up and let him go about his business. We gotta use wisdom sometime, dog, and throw the corner mind out the door. When you already have an issue with your brother, man, you'll go to the ends of the earth to see that man harmed in any kind of way because the hatred is there. But we got to get rid of that, especially among brothers and sisters, because there's no brotherhood and there's no sisterhood. You can deceive yourself and act like it is. There's no brotherhood and there's no sisterhood. Let's just keep it 1,000. We don't even know what that look like.
That's facts, K. Judah. And I'm gonna shut it down in 10 more minutes, family. Swear you want to speak, King? You got something you want to say?
Big salute.
Big salute.
I just want to
Shalom,
say all
family.
praises.
Hey, shalom.
To Yahweh Yahawashi. Peace and blessings to all the beautiful brothers and sisters on the panel in the chat. I wanted to give a special shout out to Dr. Reggie and the HOK, the House of Consciousness, man. He showed FOPE a lot of love when I came on his platform, and we just talked about how it's amazing how the earth has a problem with acknowledging that the Egyptians of antiquity were a subgroup of phenotypical Black African people. So, and I mean, Reg was even humble enough to greet me with Shalom, even though some of the HOK guys didn't like that. So, man, shout out to Dr. Reggie showing FOPE big love and then treating me very well on his platform.
Definitely.
And I just wanted to say, man, you know, I mean, the Bible says seeing how it is a righteous thing to recompense tribulation unto them that trouble thee. That's 2 Thessalonians chapter 1 and verse 6. So, you know, it is the right thing to do to pay Black people reparations. They paid other nations reparations. When you look at the list of nations that are to be paid reparations, African Americans are at the bottom of that list with $0, and they've paid up to $12 trillion to some ethnic group. So I've even heard some so-called white people say that they'll stop paying taxes if they pay Black people reparations. So I mean, this place deserves every bit of Revelation chapter 13 verses 9 and 10 that the Bible speaks of. And you know, we're going to be found in their hands. They're going to be found with putting their hands on the apple of the Most High's eye when the Messiah returns, and they deserve every bit of that double portion that they should drink.
No, crazy, man.
Already. Hey, Swerdy, let me ask you a question though. Everybody who received those reparations, they don't have that covenant with the Most High. And when you look at our people, like I said, if I'm looking at it from a carnal mind, yeah, pay our people. But if you're looking at it from a spiritual mind, that money will only further push a lot of black people from the Most High because they won't come to him now, and we have nothing. So what would make them go to him with riches?
Oh, they wouldn't, man. They're gonna have to see Christ come back killing people. You know, I hate to be so harsh with Israel, but they're just gonna have to see, you know, a supernatural black man come back and set justice and judgment in the earth. So it's gonna be them seeing the Messiah and the angels do their stuff. You know, Jake got to be terrified, you know, out of his mind to get it together. So like me and wifey talked about, in that day, Jake gonna get off the corner. He gonna pull his pants up. He gonna put on a dress and everything in that day.
Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah.
That's right. That's
Hey,
right.
I agree with you, boy. When Christ come back, everybody getting in order.
Oh yeah.
Everybody getting in order.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It won't be no more arguing for some fight.
1,000%.
Oh yeah, when he come back, that all-stern man, oh yeah, everybody gonna get in order. So we won't have to worry about who the leader and who is this and titles on our name. Oh no, when he come back, everything gonna be in order. And
That's
everybody
right.
gonna be quiet in his presence.
Lord willing, King Judah, Lord willing, to all the brothers and sisters, when he come back, I can lay my body out flat and bow down with my nose touching the ground, and I'm pointing that black face at everybody who ever wanted to smoke with us. And I want them to have that same energy when he come back that they've been having with us too.
Right.
Yep.
That's right, Swerve.
I dare the Grand Dragon of the KKK to call him a racist slur and see what happened. To the Grand Dragon of the KKK or neo-Nazi, I want y'all to try to call him a racist slur and see what's going to happen to y'all. I dare y'all.
All right, the book. All right, they ain't gonna have a chance to. The book of Obadiah.
Yep, they ain't gonna do it. They ain't gonna do it, bro, because he not gonna meet them as a man. The man come, man. The Bible say when a man's feet touch the mountain, it's split 4 ways, bro. How you gonna fight something like that when only your feet touch a mountain? It's split 4 ways.
God.
Come on,
You
man.
can turn Mount Everest into powder or dust if you want to. You know, you can't defeat nothing like that. It could shape up the elements, you know, and shift the whole continents and all that.
Thank you.
You shooting bullets and he laughing at the bullets. Come on, man.
I mean, for us, and for us to not receive reparations, right? And I love a lot of our brothers and sisters in the Qanath community. I love a lot of our brothers and sisters in the Moorish community and Islamic community, because we got brothers and sisters in all of those communities, right? For us not to get reparations, that would bring Deuteronomy 28 and 68 alive, or so much more than what it already is. I mean, it's already obvious it's talking about us, right? But how do you explain the fact that the scriptures say Jacob will be the tail in the earth, family? Do you know that the wealthiest of our people is still the tail compared to the wealthiest of the other nations? Even the rich Israelites fit the curses of Deuteronomy.
That's right.
Even the wealthy ones do. And I want them to explain to me, King, how is it that we have billionaires and we still as dysfunctional of a people on earth? How is it that we still fit all the prophetic writings of the Israelites, the description of the people? Tacitus, who is not an Israelite, gave an account of the Jews being black people. So how is all of this lining up? You know, when is Osiris gonna come get us out of this? So I'm sincerely asking my brothers and sisters in the Qanath community, Jabari Osasi, get your ass up here right now and answer some of my questions, since you're the Floyd Mayweather of this shit. When is ISIS gonna get us out of this? Where was ISIS and Osiris at when we was on them slave ships getting tortured? Sonetta likes to ask where the Most High was. And shout out to Sonetta. We love you, brother. But we about openly rebuking and not secretly loving. Nigga, where were the Egyptian gods at? Nigga, black people, Africans are afraid to say that they descendants of the Egyptians. They don't even come over here saying that. Nigga, the Israelites stand up with Egypt being black more than anybody on earth.
That's right.
Like I said, man, shout out to Dr. Reggie who showed us a lot of love, man. But it's just frustrating dealing with this situation that we in right now.
Yeah, it is. Our time coming though. We ain't got much longer to go. We ain't got much longer to go. Jacob's trouble right now. Hey, we ain't got much longer to go. Hallelujah. All praise to the Most High Yah. Our King, Ha Mashayach. Yes, sir. All hail the King, Yahoo.
Yahoo.
Yeah, definitely. I appreciate everybody coming on, family. Everybody for tuning in. FOPE, Fellow People's Edification. FOP Civil War. Whew. I gotta get up early, so I'm gonna get me some rest. But yeah, family, I wish I can go longer. My daughter graduation early in the morning. But I appreciate everybody. Like I said, continue to pray for our sisters, Star Alima, our beloved sisters. You know, with the tragic death of her husband passing, beloved brother Matt. She appreciate everybody. And yeah, family. So please make sure you get that. What is it called again, Debar? I keep forgetting the name of that stuff.
Potassium iodine. Get your elderberry. Get your colloidal silver, food grade hydrogen peroxide, and get your nebulizer, y'all.
Yeah, get your stuff, because we, like I said, this is bigger than what they saying, family. And I don't want y'all to get caught out there slipping and don't have what you need, because I think it's going to do more long-term effects on your body than short-term. So you need something to fight against whatever this stuff is in the air. That's just my opinion. Everybody getting sick. Everybody sounding the same. Everybody got the same type of stories, different type of cities. So something ain't adding up. And damn sure ain't no smoke. That's just my opinion. So, but all right, Israel, I appreciate all the brothers, y'all coming on. King Judah, you know, tomorrow, big bro. I mean,
yeah, 9:30. 9:30, my brother Sharsham, Naphtali, the Ark of 007, and your brother K. Judah. We're gonna touch on a major topic, what's going on in the community, and we're gonna really deal with it truthfully. This ain't no debate. This is two brothers and two sisters giving perspective of how we can be better in these different departments and components of our lives while we here. So big, my brother, love you. Congratulations to the niece. And feel better, my brother. Hey, salute to the panel. Everybody on the panel, salute to you.
Salute, King.
Hey, salute and big love to the panel, everybody, the FOPE group, and the chat. Nothing but love and respect. Shalom. All praise to Yahweh Shem Yahawashi.
Shalom. Yeah, I just want to say, you know, my condolences to Star and Lima. You sisters, you know, I'm praying for y'all. You know, Most High bless everybody in the panel. You know, hey, we got to continue this fight. Everybody in the chat, we all got to continue this fight. One love to Israel. I love you, brothers. Shalom.
Shalom.
Most High bless to the panel and everyone in the chat. Y'all be safe out there. May the Most High cause his face to shine on you. And congratulations again, Shasham, for job well done, brother, getting across the finish line.
Appreciate it.
All praises to Yahweh Yahawashi. Shasham, brother, congratulations to your daughter for graduating. Man, we come a long way as a people. And all praises to Yahweh Yahawashi. Keep the commandments and have the faith, Israel, and peace and grace be with you. Until next time, shalom.
All right. Shalom, family. Thank y'all for tuning in. Appreciate it.
Family all around me. Family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family. We might have the same last name, but that don't make you my family. Nah, I got some people with the same blood, and I know that they can't stand me. I got some people I call that ain't kin that's gonna pull up and handle it. They take care of that business like family. We come from them trenches like family. They talking, you listen, that's family. They don't tell your business, that's family. They calling your phone, coming looking for you. They say that you missing, that's family. They don't need permission, that's family. When you hurt, they can feel it, that's family. Let them come while you're cheering, that's family. Let them come when you living, that's family. Family all around me. Hey, family all around me. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. He my family, she my family. We are family all around me. my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, we are family. Hey, ain't nobody fighting around here, ain't nobody shooting around here. Everybody that's around here family. All love, no hate, be clear. No shade, all love, be real. You love me, you should know how it feel. Tired of all these badass kids, tired of paying all these bills. Family going through the same thing, so they know exactly how you feel. They supply a shoulder I can cry, I provide a place where they can heal. Leave my money out, they don't steal. Let them have it if it's for a bill. Soldier for me when they in the field. Only way I live, family all around me. Hey, 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 family all around me. He my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, he my family, she my family. We are family all around me. Hey, 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 family all around me. He my family, she my family, he my family, she my family, he my family, she my family. We are family. We might have the same last name, but that don't make you my family. I got some people with the same blood, and I know that they can't stand me. I got some people I call that ain't kin, that's gonna pull up and handle it. They take care of that business like family. We come from them trenches like family. Family all around me.